Coming up on Saluki Sportsview, the softball Salukis are in full swing. And during a game against a conference foe, we had the chance to mic up softball head coach Carrie Blaylock. Also, see what SIU coach is not only caring for her young players, but caring for her young animals. And see what men's tennis player is making the transition from Bosnia to Carbondale. Saluki Sportsview starts now. Good evening and welcome to Saluki Sportsview. I'm Matt Freeland.
And I'm David Aid. We have stories from several different Saluki sports, but we start the evening on the softball diamond. The Salukis have won 8 of their last 10 games, including a series sweep of Creighton 2 weekends ago. One of the biggest reasons they've been so successful is head coach Carrie Blaylock. The Harris native picked up her 400th win last weekend and only her 10th year coaching. Brett Barron's mic'd her up to find out what makes her such a successful coach.
Nat at short, trap catching, junk at first, court at third, Danielle pitching. Get it done. Let's go, guys. Come on now. Let's go.
Her energy is contagious among our team. I mean, her enthusiasm for the game and for us helps us out a lot.
Here you go, Dogs!
She gets excited. She's passionate, very passionate, which is good because it gets the rest of us going.
Somebody take one more! It's kind of almost reciprocal, you know. If they come out here ready to go, it makes it fun for us. They can give me energy, too. Go, 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 go! I think just when you do it long enough, you have I know I have quirks, and I know that they could probably go in their apartments at night and make fun of me, which is fine. You know, I think you've got to be able to see humor in it. Good, buddy, good.
She refers to us as buddy.
Hey, buddy, good job. I guess SIU Edwardsville's team makes fun of me. Good job, buddy, good job. That away.
She calls everyone buddy, everyone.
I guess that's better than calling them something bad, though, you know.
And she says kiddo a lot.
Come, baby, come, kid.
She's very positive.
Good job, buddy, good job. That away. I do say good, but I guess it's better than saying bad, you know. I want to compliment them. Come, baby. Hadi. Good. I try not to get too angry at anybody, the umpires or anybody, but I get involved. Blue. Let's get going. Let's go. I love it. Again, to me, it lets me compete. I'm going to come unglued if they stop calling it now, because if you call it, you better call it.
You can tell when she wants to say something really bad because she'll take her visor off or turn it around when she starts to get stressed.
You can't argue balls and strikes.
It's fun to have a coach like that. It's fun to play for someone that you know is excited about the game and loves the game.
Yeah! I love the sport and I love the game, and that's why I'm still doing it and not, you know, pushing a pen, being an accountant somewhere. Not that that's a bad profession. I'm not saying that to all those accountants out there, but I like what I'm doing.
Watch Coach Blaylock and the Salukis this weekend in Carbondale. They host the Indiana State Sycamores Saturday and Sunday at Charlotte West Stadium.
In their first 23 games, the SIU baseball team has given up at least 10 runs to the other team in 12 games. But since then, only once has the team scored in double figures, a sign of a possible turnaround. Pitching was an issue for the SIU baseball team until the last homestand.
It just came down to confidence. It was just, all we needed was one game. We were close the whole time. All we needed was one good performance and just carry it over. It's contagious.
Forer has been the most dominant pitcher for the Salukis this year. His last game was Saturday against Bradley when he battled Braves pitcher Joe Bircher. He gave up only 1 run in 8 innings. But the modest right-hander won't take the credit.
Defense made it real easy on me. I knew it was just a matter of time before the sticks came out.
We really were sound defensively.
Defense hasn't been a problem all year. Through 29 games, the defense has only 7 errors. But as the pitching and defense started to rise, the offense fell against their conference foes.
Kind of confusing, you know. We've been hitting those out-of-conference opponents really well. It's like averaging 10 runs a game or something like that, and then we get in conference and something changes. I don't know what it is.
Even though Saratella and the offense scored 16 runs against SEMO on Tuesday, they've been average at best in conference play. Thankfully, they've had strong pitching and defense.
We're 4-2 in conference, so it's I think we're probably top 3 in conference right now, which is huge.
All cylinders will need to be firing for the Dogs tomorrow as they get set to take on dangerous conference opponent Wichita State.
Wichita's Wichita. It's always going to be a battle whenever we play there. It's the games are good.
It's tough to say if the Salukis have turned their season around, but one thing's for sure.
That was definitely something awesome, you know.
They're fun to watch.
Knew it was coming.
The team won't be back in Carbondale until April 20th when they host Southeast Missouri Redhawks. But on April 14th, the Dogs will be back in the area playing the Fighting Illini at Rent One Park in Marion.
Now, the Salukis aren't the only team, the hot team coming into this weekend series. The Shockers are on a roll, winning 5 of their last 6. The Salukis are 1 game behind the Shockers in the Missouri Valley Conference. The win over SEMO put the team over 500 for the first time this season. The last time Southern had a winning record this late in the year was in 2008, and that team finished 34-23. SIU knows the impact winning this series could have on the rest of the season.
You know, if we take 2 out of 3 against Wichita, then we'll really know where we stand in the conference and against other opponents in the nation. You know, Wichita is always a good team. They were ranked, I think, at one point in the beginning of the year. So if we take 2 out of 3, or if we just take 2 out of 3, it'd be awesome. You know, if we sweep, that'd be even better.
The Shockers hold bragging rights for now, as they've won 8 of the last 9 series against the Salukis. First pitch for Game 1 on Fridays at 7 o'clock. The second and third games will start early in the afternoon on Saturday and Sunday. We'll introduce you to the SIU women's golf coach, whose dedication reaches away from the greens, coming up.
And the men's and women's tennis program is full of students adjusting to life in America. One women's tennis player explains the differences between life back home and in America. Stay tuned.
April 9, 1942, is the day that the largest